matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. We'll kick it off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bailey. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. What we expected, this crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for a crease to the left. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, TCU.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll go right back to him. Let's talk for just a second about TCU. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Longhorns headed quickly to the line. Punts through the tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
To throw, it's Manning. Pressure coming. Finds his big tight end. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing the 1st down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door 1st and goal.
And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Safe completion on the screen. Touchdown, Longhorn! A great catch and run for 6. Smokey the Cannon not the only one using explosives around here, and it has electrified this Longhorn crowd.
I mean, coming out on point, coming out dissecting the defense, scoring early in front of this crowd. You know good and well, all these fans love their school. Texas has got so much pride. This gets them going early.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Slips through the line. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. First step of this drive comes from their own 44. They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Payne. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. The Horned Frogs will hustle to the line. Motion from the back. Little touch pass to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Caught behind the line. It's Carter. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Flushed out of the pocket. Slings it downfield. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. Their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Sends it back in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Inside the 45. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Man, who says you can't run the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Manning. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Now he's looking into the middle. No other words, that was just a terrible throw.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Looking for the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 14-0.
That makes the score Texas 14, TCU 0.
Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. Back to throw, it's McMillan. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
What a play by this defense. You got the offense backed up. You stay aggressive, break on the football, make a big play, and your offense is jacked up inside the 5-yard line with a chance to punch this in and get some points on the board.
The Longhorns trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! No mid-season concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Miami has the lead right now, but this Canes crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet there in the 305. They're up by a field goal over Virginia. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Steps away. Takes a hit as he fires. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. All right, guys, let's think a little bit about big picture TCU. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Carter. At the 45 on its way. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The Horned Frogs are in the hurry-up. Just keeps slinging it. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Looking downfield, it's McMillan. Caught close to the marker, it's Baker. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. They'll move the wide receiver. Oops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Horned Frogs have their offense in high gear. Off the RPO, complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to throw. It's Manning. Dumps it to the back. Good timing on the quick out. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Longhorns in a good spot here with second and short. Motion from the wide receiver. They're looking to throw on second and short. Grab near the marker. It's Wingo. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good
deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally,
going for the big play. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Looking to throw, it's McMillan. Got out of trouble and throws. Got a man, it's small. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the right. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Change now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Oh, he wants it all. Makes the grab inside the 30. Running free. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
He'll bring it out. It's Baxter. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The give out of the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. Oh, it's picked off. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in crease now. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Great play by the cornerback. In this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Fires to the wideout. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Under fire. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, TCU! And they turn it into a defensive score.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
One-score game, still the first half, and they want the ball right back, going for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense could do. You have got to make them pay for gambling.
Looking to throw on first down. He lets one fly deep. Brings it inside the 10. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Horned Frogs will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Man, it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Might be calling a hot route. To the air. It's Manning. Oh, they're after him. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
That is a great response by this defense. You know you went into the half, you made some adjustments, talked about, listen, we're not down that much, we're very much in this game, but it starts with the first possession. And how about the first play, they get a sack?
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads it downfield. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Here he comes. This is a gamble. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quarterback extends the play. Now he'll let one fly down the left side.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Looking downfield, it's McMillan. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, fires downfield. Got him, and nobody's close. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Horned Frogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Lot of room to the right. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Arkansas is in front. They've played awfully well today, and while there's no Darren McFadden out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 4 over Louisville. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's the handoff. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses come into the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Going to try to get it himself. Still on his feet at the 45. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
He's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Lockett. Just outside the red zone. If they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 22. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third. That's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. There he goes to the right. He's inside the 40. They bring him down, but not only do they get the turnover, he picked up a chunk of yardage, too.
Wonder about this guy's confidence right now. After fumbling in his last game, he's just fumbled again now. He seems like he's a little bit unsure of himself, and because of that, if you're the offensive coordinator, how many more times do you want to go back to this guy in this game?
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. Back to throw, it's Manning. Here's a heat. Hit as he throws. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
That is just great total defense on that play. First off, you get pressure, you get to hit the quarterback, but two, you've got the intended target double covered. There was no way the offense was coming up with a completion on that play.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Gets it out quickly. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, going to the air. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And they pay off the drive with a touchdown run, but what a drive. Almost the full length of the field, 98 yards. That's how you put a drive together when you're backed up on your own 2-yard line and get 6.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. Back to pass, it's McMillan. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know, the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And it's incomplete. The defense knocks it away as we have knocked down 3 quarters and head to the 4th. Time to dial something up this 3rd down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's going up top. Snags it down the right side. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's McMillan. Dances away to buy time. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Got it in the middle, it's Carter. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
and the defense brings the blitz. And how about the QB? Really nice job understanding. If I can hang on to this just a little bit longer, it gives my receiver an opportunity to run a better route and get more time to create more space. Nice job hanging in there, taking the hit, and getting the completion off of it.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, TCU.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to keep the drive alive. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, TCU! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
Getting aggressive here and going for two. Wide receiver going in motion. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Defense trying to take it back. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. Can you believe that? Scooped up that fumble and took it all the way back for two.
TCU, 27.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Baxter. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Quarterback making checks. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He'll throw it. That's caught. It's Baxter. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Finds a man in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed? That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free and like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on, and I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
Dropping back, it's McMillan. Pocket breaking down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And here they come, almost all the way back.
And I love the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a first down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. West Virginia is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Don Nehlen, this has not been a blowout today in Morgantown. They're up by 7 over Iowa State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. A pickup of 6. And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Longhorns need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Manning. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The Longhorns will try to run out the clock in the final minute. They'll try the run. Nice move to keep running. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got a chance. Breaks into the open. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a first